Once upon a time in the vast savannas of Africa, there existed a kingdom ruled by a king named Mufaro. King Mufaro was renowned throughout the land for his vast wealth, unrivaled power, and insatiable greed. He lived in a grand palace adorned with gold and jewels, surrounded by lush gardens and exotic animals. Despite possessing all the riches and luxuries one could imagine, King Mufaro was consumed by his desire for more. No amount of gold or jewels could satisfy his endless greed. He taxed his people heavily, exploiting their labor to further line his already overflowing coffers. The people of the kingdom suffered under King Mufaro's oppressive rule. They toiled day and night, barely making enough to feed their families while the king feasted on extravagant banquets and lounged in his opulent chambers. But King Mufaro's greed knew no bounds. He constantly sought new treasures to add to his collection, plundering neighboring kingdoms and engaging in ruthless conquests to expand his empire. His insatiable hunger for power and wealth blinded him to the suffering of his own people. As time passed, whispers of discontent grew louder among the kingdom's subjects. The once loyal citizens began to resent their king's tyranny and began to plot against him. Secret meetings were held, alliances formed, and plans set in motion to overthrow the greedy monarch. One fateful night, as King Mufaro slept soundly in his lavish chambers, a rebellion erupted within the palace walls. The people rose up against their oppressor, storming the palace with torches and weapons in hand. Despite his wealth and power, King Mufaro was no match for the fury of his own people. In the chaos of the uprising, the once mighty king was dethroned and forced to flee into exile, stripped of his riches and left with nothing but the bitter taste of his own greed. The kingdom, freed from the grip of tyranny, ushered in a new era of prosperity and equality under a fair and just ruler. And so the tale of King Mufaro serves as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of greed and the importance of compassion and empathy in governance. For true wealth lies not in the accumulation of riches, but in the happiness and well-being of all who dwell within the kingdom's borders.